along some of the most anticipated and undoubtedly best superhero movies. Today we got the first episode of an un-superheroic Marvel series with almost zero hype around Secret Invasion. A series that is different, that delves into the unsettling aspects rather than the typical heroic narrative, quite reminiscent to Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It tends to follow a darker and grittier tone, focusing on ambiguity rather than heroes and villains. Starting with the storyline as usual, the show's opening episode starts off with the revelation of the Skrulls' plan for a catastrophic attack that could ignite a global conflict, and revealing Agent Ross's identity as a Skrull, which prompts Fury's return to Earth after a long absence. And although the consensus is that he's lost his mojo, but throughout the episode he shows that he still has some tricks up his sleeve. And then the episode delves into discussions about the Skrull rebellion and their frustration with Fury and Carol Danvers' failure to find them a habitable planet, as promised. And later we see the young and angry Skrulls, led by the charismatic yet ruthless Skrull Gravik, have formed their own society on Earth called New Skrullos, with the intention of establishing Skrull dominance and making Earth their new home. And throughout the episode, we are introduced to new characters: Talos' daughter, Jaya, who is now all grown up, and unfortunately she has joined the group of rebel Skrulls, but she is an agent with a secret. Sonya Falsworth, a big-time MI6 agent and an old ally of Fury's, who is also in the midst of trying to stop the Gravik and the Skrulls, and she is deadly with her work. And then comes the end of the series. It ended with some blasts all around and Agent Hill dead on the ground, gunned down by Nick Fury right in front of a helpless Nick Fury. And I guess this is how spy thrillers should be made. The climax arguably couldn't have been more intensified, and I personally loved the mystery. You can't trust anyone, not even Fury. Overall, I believe it is an enthralling and paranoia-inducing series that effectively utilizes the Skrulls' shape-shifting powers to create an atmosphere of uncertainty. The first episode sets a strong foundation, establishing an intense tone that only builds as the series progresses, and showcasing Nick Fury in a deserved spotlight, with all those shocking moments and significant reveals. Even though some moments feel rushed, it's like the show tells you that the things are happening in front of your eyes, but may not actually be happening in the way you think. It's actually an interesting concept of writer Kyle Bradstreet, and it did work well for his last big show. Twists and turns that did earn over time. Hopefully it does with Secret Invasion too. Anyway, it's just the start, and with 5 more episodes left to go, I am sure there's a lot to unfold yet. However, I'm not sure how the show can competently build to a climax in just 6 episodes. It's clearly set up to be a slow burn process, so maybe it will settle into its groove in the coming weeks as we spend more time with both the new and old MCU. Comment below your thoughts about the series, and if you haven't watched it yet, do watch it. Anyway, stay super.